Fools! How's it going? How's it going? Welcome back. Welcome back for another marathon. It has been a while. It has been almost a year, a little over a year, I think, since we did our last 5-day. What's up? Hold on a second here. Let me get myself organized. Let me thank some people here before we start. El Rassel with the 65. Thank you. Jay, what's up? Cheers for the 35. Who else? Morn coming in with the 7. Shizzle with the 44. Bojo with the 19. Thank you. KC with the 69. Thank you, KC. Who else is here? Mr. Steal Your Doge. Thank you for the 6. Kool-Aid F-Man with the 76. Sons of Liberty with the 33. Isla Doodle with the 2 years. Isla Doodle, big 2-year milestone. Thank you so much. Always good to see you. And I think I am up to date. Hold on. Let me open up my chat here. Welcome back, everyone. Fenkal. Dim. What's up? Yuri. Element. Welcome back. It's good to be doing another marathon again. It's been a while. Let's see how rusty I am with the MSX games. Let's see how this goes. Monk, what's up? Shadow Cloud, Sov, Pew, of course. JMP, did I say hello? What's up, JMP? Welcome back, everyone. Abyss Watcher, Sib, Rhombus, Bad Humans, if you're still there. What's up? A few people were lurking here in the chat earlier. Okay, hold on a second. Let's play some Metal Gear 1, shall we? Feels weird to be streaming this early. Even though it's the middle of the day. Hold on. I can't remember what the audio balancing has to be like for the MSX games. I think that should be okay. You guys can let me know if I need to boost it or whatever. There we go. Hold on a second. Okay, so you know what the drill is. We're going to be here for the next 5+ days. How long does it usually go for? Like 6 days? Roughly? I think it's usually 6 days. We'll be going in release date order, starting off with the OG, of course. Metal Gear 1987. I'll be playing the Subsistence version. One of these days we should really do the MSX release on that website that Bad Humans was telling me about. Remember the one that I played SD Snatcher on? Still need to finish that run as well. How long am I sticking around for the first session? I'll be here until around the middle of MGS1, roughly speaking. The arcade will be taken over sometime during MGS1. And we'll be playing like 10 to 12 hour sessions. That's usually how it goes, right? Let's play some Metal Gear 1, shall we? Wow. Look at this old ass relic here. 1987. Instructions. Let's just jump straight into it. Actually, 1 second here. Bear with me here for a moment. Okay. Hey, Reese, it's been a while since you've seen one of these marathons. It's been a while since we've done one of these marathons. Last one was like a year and a month ago, which was for which was for the... Was it for the first Master Collection release? Was that one... Was that only a year ago that came out? That was longer than a year ago, right? But, yeah, we'll be doing another one next month as well. That'll be on Outer Heaven. You know, like we alternate between the two channels when we do these marathons. The last one was on DRK's channel, so this one is on my channel. Next one will be on his, and we're going to do that next month. And that should coincide with Master Collection Volume 2, right? That's coming out at the end of next month, I think. So, yeah, that should be interesting to see how that turns out. The much anticipated re-release of MGS4, which people have been waiting a long time for. It'll be interesting to see how that pans out. The first Master Collection released with a lot of issues, and they did say they're going to try and make up for that, and they hopefully won't have the same problems with the second collection. So yeah, it'll be interesting next month for sure. Let's play some Metal Gear. It seems like most of the licenses and everything are going to be back in the game based off what we've seen, right? Based on the footage that they've shown. All of the products look to be in the game still. The iPod, and I think it's going to have all the real guns and everything still. People were wondering about that. I'm sure there'll be some stuff that's missing. It's pretty much always the case with remasters, that some things get lost in the transition. Here we go. 120.85. That's right. We only get 140. We only start getting 140 in Metal Gear 2. Wonder why they changed it. This is Big Boss. Operation Intrude N313. Infiltrate the enemy's base, Outer Heaven, and destroy the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. Always cracks me up in Metal Gear 1. It's kind of ironic. The games are known for, you know, just the amount of dialogue that they have. Kojima never stops yapping in the later games, but in Metal Gear 1, it's the exact opposite. The characters just can't wait to shut up. They're there to give you the most basic of information, and then they're gone. They're barely characters. Let's go over the details first. Make contact with Grey Fox and find the location of the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. Let's use frequency 120.85 for all communications from now on. Over. But, yeah, we have several people to contact on the radio, and they all have their roles. We'll be speaking to more of them later. Hey, Core. Welcome back, everyone. This is Big Boss. The mission is infiltration. Make sure that the enemy does not discover your whereabouts. Over. Revolutionary. It's a stealth game. Born out of limitations, largely. Konami, I think what they wanted from this game originally was a Contra-like game. They wanted a big military action game with lots of shooting and lots of killing and lots of enemies. But the MSX could not handle that. Couldn't handle all of that information on one screen with the amount of enemies that would be required. So, yeah, Kojima had the idea to make a stealth game instead. That way you wouldn't need to have a load of enemies on the screen. Here we have our first two guys. Let's say, do I remember how to play this game? A PNTN with the 33. Been a long time since the last marathon. Hey, I'm happy to be here. It's good to be back. Cheers, PNTN with the 33. Here we get our rations. But yeah, this game is a pretty interesting little history lesson. So many of the series trademarks begin here. Rations, cardboard boxes. We start with a pack of cigarettes. That's all we have in our inventory. Surgeon General's warning written in the description here, which, of course, Otacon references later in MGS2. You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you, Snake? Well, it was right here in the description of the cigarettes in Metal Gear 1. Cigarette smoking may be hazardous to your health. Just like the later games, you can use the cigarettes to see lasers and what have you. Hey, Rico, yeah, it has been around a year. You played this last month for the first time, Ben? You liked it? Did you, you went in blind? Did you have much of a struggle? This game can be really rough in the second half. It can be tough navigating the map and figuring out what to do. What am I doing here? Whoop. Yeah, now I can show how the guards function in this. You might think, hey, why can't he see me? There. I'm all the way back. There. He should be able to see me, right? But guards in this game can only really see you if you're walking on, like, their direct line. Like, still can't see me, even there. But if I'm standing here, then he'll see me. Because I'm, like, directly across from him. Which might make it seem like they're very stupid and it's going to be very easy to avoid them, but that's not really the case. Because later on in the game, they'll just spam guards everywhere on the screen. They'll be looking, constantly changing direction, and it is actually kind of tricky to move through them. We got something else here. Binoculars. Hey, Rickister, welcome back. That's an area we'll be going to quite a bit later.
Thanks.
Foxy, cheers for the 65. If we chill on this screen for a minute, I think the guy in the middle truck actually leaves. He exits, yeah. Kinda cool. Is this the oldest game that I still play? I mean, I don't really play many games from the 80s. I didn't grow up with 80s video games. So probably, yeah. How about you, Bad Humans? You're an old man. You probably grew up with loads of 80s games. Let's take a look at these binoculars. It's kind of cool the way the binoculars work. You can move on to the next screen with the binoculars to see where the enemies are positioned. That way you know when you walk onto the next screen if you're going to get caught or not. Really neat. We can look up onto the other screen here. There's nothing over to the right. Yeah, it's cool seeing how some of these mechanics work in the older games, because of course, later in the 3D games, we get binoculars. And we know how it works in those games, but yeah, it feels a bit more unique in the 2D games, the way they work. more abstract. Okay, let's refresh the screen here. But yeah, the only games from the 80s that I regularly play are probably these games. Metal Gear, Snatcher. Whoop. Didn't see a thing. Those are the kind of strats you can use in this game. Here, I should be able to just run past these guys before that second guy turns around. Again, taking advantage of their very one-note sight.
Thanks.
They can only see along that strict line. Reese with the 7. Thank you. This guy falls asleep. Hold on, let's reset the room here. While he's sleeping, grab the gas mask. Another very traditional MGS item. Okay. Yeah, Metal Gear 2 adds loads of mechanics. Probably helped that it didn't release, like, right after this game. Kojima created Snatcher after Metal Gear 1. There was a good few years in between the games. There we're going to get the handgun in the truck. A tradition that we see carry over to Metal Gear 2 and then MGS 1. Gun in the truck at the start of the game. Yes, tank hangers as well. Early game tank hangers. Here the game teaches you to be patient. Wait for those guys to move away from the elevator. Ba-da-da-da-da. This is Big Boss. Watch out for the surveillance cameras. Over. These cameras can be a pain in the balls. Ooh. Easy. Now we're going to wait here for this one to come back up. Not sure if I do need to be this far back. Metal Gear 2 adds a story to Metal Gear 1? Yeah, it kind of does. Whoa. Here we can grind ammo. The ammo will keep respawning as long as we leave and come back in. There we go. That's all I can carry at the moment. You'll notice there that I have a class underneath my health bar. 1 star. I'll explain that later if you don't know what it means.
Thanks.
And here we have found a prisoner. I'm saved. This whole prisoner thing, very much inspired by The Great Escape, which was the one movie that really inspired this game and the kind of feel that Kojima wanted to create with this game. Originally, the idea was that you were going to be a prisoner in Outer Heaven and you had to figure out how to escape as a prisoner. And then that idea evolved into you rescuing prisoners. But yeah, you know, The Great Escape is about these prisoners trying to escape a base, and that was the big inspiration. Wanted to recreate that feeling of tension being in this big base trying to escape as a prisoner. Whoa, God, I forgot about this room. Put on the mask. Required for the gas room. This is Big Boss. I forgot to tell you. You'll need a gas mask for the gas room. Schneider, the leader of the resistance, should be able to tell you where to get a gas mask. Over. Did he really forget, though? Well, we already found the gas mask, but let's pretend that we haven't found the gas mask and call Schneider. Just to make sure he's doing his job. This is Resistance Leader Schneider. The gas mask is on the first floor to the south. Over. And this is Schneider's role for this game. He tells you where the items are. And you find your codec frequencies in the manual for the game. And yeah, that's his role, and we don't really learn anything else about him. He gives you the information, and he's gone. What am I doing here? In Metal Gear 2, we learn a bit more about him, though. Hey, Fairy Light Queen with the 5-pack. Thank you. Cheers. Alright, now I'm going to show you some of the really advanced strats. Watch this. Yeah! You see that? You see that tech? That's what you want to do in this game to avoid kills. If you punch a guard once, they stay stunned for a couple of seconds. And in those couple of seconds, you can run past them, run through them, and they won't know a thing. They won't see what happened. And in Metal Gear 2, that's even more powerful, because when you punch a guard, they stay stunned for even longer. They stay stunned for like 10 seconds or something. In this game, it's a very small stun. I wonder if they even knew that that was something you could do when they created the game. The original versions of the game didn't have big boss ranks or anything, but this later re-release does have a ranking system, and you'll need to utilize that strategy to minimize your kill count. But I wonder if that was even intentional when they created the game. Did they realize that you could utilize that strategy to avoid killing? I guess not that you have to do that to avoid kills. You know, I guess you can also stealth around them in other ways. It's just a fancier strat you can use to avoid kills. Create faster strategies for getting through areas. And now we have this cylindrical steel pipe thing. And if it touches you, you're dead. One hit kill. Another iconic MGS weapon. Plastic explosives. Yeah, there we go. Ah! I was looking at Bad Humans' message. Oh. No, I'm gonna go back. I need to find a room that resets the alarm. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Fuck you. This better reset the alarm. It doesn't. Oh, how far do you have to go back to reset the alarm? Oh, it just feels very random in this game sometimes. Fuck it, maybe I won't even bother. Screw it, let's go back. Ba-ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-ba-dum. This is the part of the game that you should be good at. The second half of the game where I should be getting all the alerts, not this part. Thank you, Bad Humans, for your 5 years of modship. Ooh, I'm gonna have to take another ration. Fuck you. Woo! Just keep running. Try to avoid as much damage as possible. Oof. Card 2. I'm fucked. Just start shooting. All right. Okay. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to redo this section anyway. Getting off to a rough start here. All right. Watch this. Now I'm going to show you how to do it for real. Those elevator rooms always serve as your checkpoints in this game. Whenever you die, you get sent back to the last time you entered an elevator room. So sometimes it can be worthwhile just going back to an elevator room, just to create another checkpoint for yourself. Smoke Chi, thank you very much for gifting the sub to Automaton Tom. Let's call Schneider again. Let me make sure I'm up to date with thanking everyone here as well. FIFA with the 38. Cheers, FIFA. Oxy, PNTN. Solidus donated $5 as well. Solidus, I wish you and us all a happy marathon, dog. Love to see it. Cheers. Solidus, thank you so much. As always, thank you. Rob Schneider is a part of your backup in this game, yeah. Okay, let's play for real this time. There we go. Go for the stun punch. Already showing my rust in Metal Gear 1. Now here we wait. Wait for him to turn. There we go. Now we can move. But these guys, I'm just gonna run past like this. Gonna go all the way down to the bottom here so he won't see me when he turns, because I'm not directly on his line. Silly ass game. Oh, fuck! Oh! I guess I just avoided the alert. He saw me, but the music didn't trigger. I didn't know you could do that in this. I'm assuming that still counts as an alert. Anyway, we get card number 2. Let's move over here before that camera catches up to me. Should be able to just run straight across before he turns. Yeah. Now we're going back this way. Over this way. Find another prisoner. Thanks for saving me. The Foxhound member that infiltrated this base a few days ago is unharmed. They captured him. And Traxo, thank you for the 54. I think I'm gonna need card 2 next. Bop-em. Bop-em. Oof. There we go. Stun punch again. And here we get remote-controlled missiles. Another series trademark. We have our C4. We have our Nikita missiles. Our cigarettes, our rations. Our binoculars, key cards. All the staples. Whoop. Again, go for the stun punch. Kind of cool. There are a few different paths you can take here to get to where you need to go as well. It's not just completely linear. I'm going to go back this way just because it's a bit faster. But if you go back to where we just came from, where I got card 2, you can use the Nikitas to get past an electrified floor. But we don't need to do that. Go back through this way. We have to take a bit of damage. You have to take off the gas mask to use the key cards. Just kind of funny if you start thinking about it in terms of realism. Unequip the gas mask in the gas room so you can use the key cards. However that makes sense. Let's go back up this way. Another funny thing, archaic little detail about Metal Gear 1 is that whenever you come back to this room, Big Boss will always call you to tell you about the surveillance cameras. He doesn't just do it the first time you go to this area, every single time. And I think all of the calls are like that in this. Okay, let's wait. I'm gonna go back just to create another checkpoint for myself. There we go. There's Big Boss calling me again to tell me about the cameras. Whoa. These cameras can be deceptive. Alright, now it's time for another Metal Gear staple, I guess. The mini boss guard rush. This is our first example of it. Okay, do I know what I'm doing here? Not sure if Big Boss tells you about this. No, don't you just love the radio sound in this as well? Soothing. Schneider? No, no help. This problem doesn't have anything to do with finding a new item, so Schneider doesn't have anything to say. He only tells us where to find items. Weapons. Whoop! Nice. Woo! Nice. Oh, damn! Slick moves. Had to use a ration. And if we kill all of these guys, we get a suppressor. Fancy. You see there we have it equipped as an accessory for our gun automatically. Can be fitted with a suppressor, so now I won't set off any alarms with the handgun. And in here, we can find a grenade launcher. You don't actually have to kill these guards. If you're doing a big boss run, you'll actually want to just run straight over to this room without taking any hits, which is tough. Just to get the grenade launcher. You don't need to kill them to get the grenade launcher. You only kill them to get the suppressor, which you don't really need. It's not a requirement to get the suppressor to finish the game, but it is a requirement to get the grenade launcher to finish the game. So kind of cool that it's actually optional to kill those guys. You don't need to. So it's hard to get past them without taking damage while getting the grenade launcher. Ooh, please don't see me. Let me reset here. And now, look at this for some history. The original cardboard box. There it is in all its glory. Cardboard box. And the description of it is just a question mark. How does it work? Who knows? It's a mystery. Figure it out. But yeah, it functions just like in the later games. You can use it in a very similar way. Really good for evading cameras in these old games as well. And Big Boss should comment on it. This is Big Boss. Cardboard box? Are you moving house or something? Over. Now, even your support won't tell you how to use it. You have to think outside of the box. Big Boss will comment on all of the new items that you find as well. I think all of them, anyway. I should have called him earlier when I got the missiles. Ooh, Ba-bum. Ra-bum. And here we should find another prisoner. Thank you for helping me. Diane from the Resistance will provide support on frequency 120.33. Diane should have a lot of information about the enemy. Alright, Diane is probably the most interesting character in Metal Gear 1. There's some funny stuff with Diane. This is Steve. Diane. If I know Diane, she's gone shopping and won't have come back yet. Okay, so we're gonna have to call back later. Diane isn't there. It's pretty cool, even in Metal Gear 1. There's like all of this sort of cheeky stuff. The way they toy with you in some cases. The box, some of the final twists. It still has that that Metal Gear spirit, even if it's in its most basic form. Whoa. Ooh, close. It's playful, yeah, the way it toys with you. And now, where am I going? Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Don't think I want to go there yet. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Go for the old stun punch on this guy. Straight down to this room before that camera catches me. Thank you for saving me. That member of Foxhound, Grey Fox, he's being held in a secret cell. If the name Intruder stuck, we might have had an Intruder Solid series on PS. Yeah, that was the original title, wasn't it? Intruder. Let's get into the box here. I always use the box here. See? The way the camera doesn't see you. Whoa. Sneaky. Thanks for helping me. The only way to get close to the secret cell is to get caught. Okay, so we need to get caught on purpose. It's always funny to me how they use just a few pixels to create the impression of a reflection here. Those windows with the light coming through. And just a couple of white dots on the ground to create a reflection. There as well, my class went from 1 star to 2 star. You increase your class by rescuing prisoners. The more you find, the higher your class becomes. And the higher your class, the more ammo you can carry and the more items you can carry. At 1 star, we could only carry 3 rations. Now that we're on 2 stars, we can carry 6 rations. And when we get to 3 stars, we'll be able to carry 9 and so on. But what you really need the high class for is for ammo, because you need certain amounts of ammo to beat the bosses in the game. And yeah, you really need a certain amount of ammo to beat the bosses, so getting a higher class is a necessity. You need a high class so you can beat the bosses. The bosses in the game they can kind of serve as a class check. Like, you can find a boss in the game, realize you don't have enough ammo to beat the boss, and then you'll have to go back and find more prisoners so you can get the ammo to beat him. So it's yeah, one of the core systems in the game. Now we're gonna go over here. Ba-dum. There we get an SMG. Yeah, everything starts with 0 ammo. Don't move! Take him away! And now we're in prison. This is Big Boss. Infiltration accomplished. Find the cell where they're holding Grey Fox. Check the walls. Over. So yeah, once you move on to that screen, you get caught automatically. With the dialogue before that, you might think that you actually have to trigger an alert yourself or something, but no. Just move on to that screen and you get caught. And now we need to check the walls. What does he mean by that? Punch the walls?
Thanks.
Pretty impressive. Look at that brute strength. Sin Life with the 64. Thank you. And the 64 streak. I love catching the start of these marathons. The OG titles are always such a fun watch. Cheers for the entertainment as always. Hey, thank you, Sin Life. It's been a while since I played the MSX games now. It's fun coming back to them after a long break. Here's Grey Fox. You made it, rookie. I'm Grey Fox. Metal Gear is the ultimate weapon, an all-terrain, nuclear-equipped walking battle tank. When it's finished, a nuclear strike can be launched from anywhere on the planet. We must do everything we can to destroy it before it's completed. There's only one way to destroy Metal Gear. And the only person that knows how to do that is Metal Gear's developer, Dr. Drago Petrovich Madnar. And he's being held prisoner somewhere inside this building. Find Dr. Madnar. And there we go. Some key information from Grey Fox. Yeah, you can avoid the soft lock if you just keep dying repeatedly. Against the final bosses, if you keep dying, the game will just give you the stars that you need. In the MSX original, though, I'm not sure if that was the case. Yeah, you just need to keep dying to get the 4 stars at the end of the game. But in the original game, maybe you could get soft locked. I'm not sure. But, yeah, Grey Fox's dialogue there might remind you of... Oh, he's gone! Might remind you of Baker and the DARPA chief in MGS1. The way he lays out what's going on. Very similar to when Baker tells you that you need to find Otacon and what have you. Revealing the truth about Rex. And here's our first boss. I am the Shot Maker. No one has ever escaped from here. The MSX games and their amazing boss names. The Shot Maker. Diane, are you there yet? This is Steve. Diane. If I know Diane, she'll be taking a shower right now. Diane should be the boss expert, by the way. That's her role. Her role is to give you information on the bosses and how to beat them. But not for the Shot Maker, because she's busy taking a shower. Schneider? Nothing from Schneider. This is Big Boss. Recover your weapons and equipment and get out of there. They've got to be hidden in a room somewhere. Punch your way through. This is another funny little thing here. It's the only time in the game you ever do this. And I guess it's because you lost everything. You don't have your key cards. So because we don't have our key cards anymore, we have to punch our way through a door to get through it. Thankfully, the door here is weak enough to be punched through. Whoa. Not that one. That one. And in here, we find our items. Of course, this is another series trademark. Prison section, torture section. Where you lose your stuff, have to get your stuff back. And now we have our stuff. Except there's something here that wasn't here before. A transmitter. You might think of MGS1 where Ocelot leaves a bomb in your items. Or in MGS3 where it is a transmitter again. Let's remove that transmitter. Unlike MGS3, we don't get a cool optional scene for keeping the transmitter. So let's just get rid of that. Whoa. And that's how we deal with the shot maker. Just run straight up to him and blast him with bullets. If you keep the transmitter in your equipment, you just have to deal with a forced alert sequence later. When you get to a certain room, an alert will trigger if you still have the transmitter. And then it'll just persist, I think, until you remove it. What am I doing here? Did I not get the card? Oh, yeah, I need to go into the second room. There we go. Card number 3. Stock up on ammo. Ba 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 ba. Even though we're only 2 stars, we can carry a shitload of ammo. Hey, Jam Paddy, how's it going? Is there a master key card in this, or is that the next game? No, that's in Metal Gear 2. In Metal Gear 2, we get an evolution of the key card system. Where you can find a few different master key cards. After you find key card 1, 2, and 3, you can find another key card which combines key cards 1, 2, and 3. And then that one key card will open doors that are level 1 to 3. Yeah, it can be one of the most frustrating things about the MSX games. You get to a new door and then you have to scroll through a million key cards to see which is the right one. Any comment on anything here? Let's call Schneider. This is Resistance Leader Schneider. Knock on the walls and listen for a difference in sound. That's where you should set your explosives. Over. And, you know, the big question mark that appears on the screen, or exclamation mark. Yeah. We can use our explosives here to blast through the walls. Classic. The horror game aspect. Yeah, Kojima said with the keycard system, we wanted to recreate the feeling of a horror movie where the protagonist is running away from the villain and desperately looking through their keys to find the right one to get through the door. And the game can create that feeling sometimes when you're in the middle of an alert and you're taking damage and you're trying to get the right key card. It can create that kind of tension sometimes, to be fair, but in the end, it's probably more frustrating than it is enjoyable as a gameplay mechanic. Which Kojima even said in his blog when he was revisiting the game for the Subsistence version, when he was testing the game for the Subsistence re-release. He was also getting frustrated with the keycard mechanic and said that, you know, maybe that idea didn't work out too well. It's pretty interesting to look at the keycard system from this first game up until MGS2. It keeps getting streamlined until it's basically a non-mechanic by the time MGS2 comes around. You know, in MGS2, you get key cards, but you don't need to equip the key cards to go through doors. And each new key card that you find dissolves into the previous key card, overwrites the previous key card. You know, so yeah, it starts out as something that you really need to engage with all the time. Gets slightly streamlined in Metal Gear 2, further streamlined in MGS1, and then MGS2. It's almost a non-element. Well, no, it's still, you know, it still factors into the gameplay in MGS2, but it's not something you manually engage with. You don't have to worry about equipping the cards at all in MGS2. What am I doing here? We go around in a circle here. All these dogs chase us. Another wall here.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was probably a good idea to streamline it the way they did in MGS2. Here we get a new item, Bomb Blast Suit. Protects the wearer from strong winds and explosive blasts. Protective clothing for bomb disposal work. Is Fat Man lurking around here somewhere? This is Big Boss. Bomb Blast Suit. This will protect you against explosions and strong winds. Over. It's the strong winds we really need it for. And now we're gonna move all the way back. Tobiyashi with the 9 months, thank you. Hey, Mr. Stunt. Go. Now there's another thing we can find here as well. Oh my god! An enemy uniform. Kind of interesting, this one area we get a couple of items which might make you think of MGS2. Enemy uniform with a question mark. This is Big Boss. Enemy uniform. What? Like a girl's high school uniform? Over. Always making fun of you. Okay, let's be careful with the dogs.
Thanks.
Marnos with the 7. Thank you. Now, let's go up to the 2nd floor. Because we have more prisoners and stuff to find here. Another boss on this floor as well. I'm gonna wait for the camera to pass. There we go. This is where the alert triggers if you still have the transmitter, by the way. Once you walk down here. This is Big Boss. I forgot to tell you, watch out for the infrared sensors. You'll need infrared goggles. Over. Diane? Nothing from Schneider. We don't actually need infrared goggles. You can find infrared goggles and use them to see the lasers here, or we can use the classic cigarettes method. But I guess that's a hidden mechanic that they don't even tell you about in this. But yeah, equip the cigarettes and the lasers will appear. Pretty cool. Our first instance of this mechanic. Another series trademark. You can really cheese the system in the MSX games as well. Equip the cigarettes and then unequip them immediately and you won't take any damage. Just like real life. Another prisoner. Thanks for helping me. Dr. Madnar is being held in the cell located in the inner courtyard. Another lead on Dr. Madnar. And here's our next boss. I'm the Machine Gun Kid. This is the end of the line for you. Alright, Diane. Surely Diane must be here now to give some advice. Hi, this is Diane. The Machine Gun Kid is vulnerable to attacks from RC missiles. Bye. Alright, nice to meet you, Diane. Short and sweet. Straight to the point. And there we go. The Machine Gun Kid is guarding the parachute here. You know what? Do you even need to kill the Machine Gun Kid? You probably don't, right? I think you probably don't have to kill the shot maker either, right? The shot maker doesn't drop any items that you need. You could just go into the next room, get the key card. That's another funny thing about Metal Gear 1. If you know what to do, you can walk past so many of the key characters in the game. You don't even need to rescue Gray Fox. Which is pretty funny. You can just walk straight past him while he's there tied up, held prisoner. And same with Madnar. You know, that you need to rescue Madnar. Like, mechanically, gameplay-wise, you need to rescue Madnar so he tells you the exact order to destroy Metal Gear's legs. But if you've already played the game and you know the order, you don't need to rescue Madnar. So all of these key things that you're told that you have to do in the story, you don't actually have to do if you know what to do. You can just bypass Gray Fox, bypass Madnar. Okay. This is Big Boss. Parachute. Make sure you put it on before you jump off anything high. Classic. Over. Thanks, Big Boss. Amazing. Okay, what are we doing? He thinks I'm a moron. I assume the door stays locked until the fight is over? Maybe. But it would be pretty in line with this game if you could just go up and avoid the fight entirely. Like we were just saying with the characters, and you don't even need to rescue Grey Fox. You don't even need to answer the calls where they tell you about Grey Fox. You son of a bitch. What am I going to do with this guy? Oof. Okay, now we go back up the way we came. Be careful with the cigarettes. My balls. Yeah, not many doors in the game are triggered by an event. Most of them get triggered by the key cards. So yeah, I kind of like that. How, like, completely mechanics-driven the sequencing is. The narrative is completely optional if you know what to do. The narrative is only there to serve the mechanics. If you already understand the mechanics, you can just forget the story. Forget all of the codec calls, NPC interactions. But yeah, it's interesting. The interactions are all there really just to facilitate the gameplay, to tell you what you need to do. Where should I go next? Let me just remind myself, what's here at the basement? Oh, right, yeah. Can I get the body armor yet? Don't think I can. I think I need another card. Yeah, I need another card. Body armor is very good in this for the late game. That's where we get it down there, but I need card 4 first. Okay, up to the roof. This is Big Boss. I forgot to tell you, there's a wind barrier on the roof. Look for a bomb blast suit. You should know, Big Boss. We've already found this bomb blast suit. Schneider tells you to get it. It tells you where to find it. Yeah, it's in the basement. And rumor has it that Kojima actually created this sound effect himself, this wind sound. What a terrifying gust of wind blowing us back. Kojima whistling into the microphone. But if we equip the bomb blast suit... He whistled? I wasn't being serious, Hank. I don't think Kojima whistled into a microphone to create that sound. But yeah, we used the bomb blast suit to get past the wind. And once we pass that little barrier, we can take it off and we're fine. Ba-da-la-da-doo. Get some more missiles here. Stock up on as many as we can. I think we can only carry 10 with 2 stars, 5 per star. Yeah. Ba-dum. Now, the patrols are getting a bit more complicated. Have to be careful. More ammo. Battle-a-ba-battle-a-ba-bum. Thanks for saving me. If you have a parachute, you can jump off from the edge of the barrier. Did I forget to rescue a prisoner earlier? I feel like he usually brings me up to 3 stars. I'm sure I'll be fine. Now we cross this rickety bridge. And here you get an automatic alert. Let's equip these rations. A hind D. Diane, what is this? Hi, this is Diane. The hind D can be brought down with the grenade launcher. Bye. Does Schneider tell you where to find the grenade launcher here, I wonder? No. Well, thankfully, we have it. So here's our very first Hind. Our first iteration of this fight. First of many.
Thanks.
Pretty funny to see how basic it is here compared to how it would evolve in the later games. Just this stationary object here. With a little propeller animation. And if you know where to stand, it doesn't really pose much of a threat. If you position yourself right here, the bullets are useless. A pathetic sight. Not much of a problem. Kind of a cool visual on it though, the camo pattern. And yeah, you can just stand here. And fire away to your heart's content. I love that, how the sound keeps playing. Sometimes the sound will stop playing right as you destroy it. It depends on what part of the animation it's in. It won't always be janky like that. Just depends on when you get the last hit. Robin with the 27, thank you. But yeah, we get another Hind fight in Metal Gear 2, which is a lot more interesting conceptually. It's actually a pretty unique gimmick for the Hind fight in the second game. And this is where we use our parachute. There is nothing here to really indicate that you should use your parachute or that you should equip your parachute, other than it just being a very kind of mysterious little room. But on a first playthrough, it's very easy to just move from this screen straight onto the next screen. You have to stop immediately. You have to let go of the button immediately here if you want to avoid it. And if you do move on to the next screen without equipping your parachute, you just see an image of Snake dead on the ground. You don't see him fall or anything. It's just death screen. I think dropping... We don't really see him drop, though, do we? We just see him... He's just on the ground, spinning around and in his usual death animation. Alright. Use this to drop down from the roof. Yeah, the fact that you know that you're on the roof here. That much is clear. And you know that the parachute is for dropping off the roof. There we go. Now, what am I doing? There are mines here. I'm just gonna equip a ration and tank the mines. We can avoid them here. There we get our next key card, number 4. Oh no. Okay. With card 4, we can find our next prisoner. You better give me a star. Thank you for helping me. Dr. Magnar was just transferred to Building 2. Building 2 is located 10 kilometers north of here. So we go north. Dr. Magnar, was I too late? I should get this scene before I talk to that prisoner. This is where Dr. Magnar should be. We were told he was here. But yeah, he's been moved north, apparently. Dr. Magnar, was I too late? Now. Here, I should be able to get some mines, I think. Yeah.
Thanks.
We need 15 mines. Yeah. At a 3-star class, you can carry 5 per star, which allows us to have 15 mines. And for the next boss, we need 11 mines to beat the boss, I think. So yeah, having 3 stars is a requirement for the next boss, so you have enough ammo to beat it. Unless you're cheesing the boss. There is a way to cheese the boss. Termina, thank you for the 23. And the 4 streak. Oof! Stock up on plastic explosives. Okay. So now we're out in this big minefield, which is like a transition point between the first building and the second building where Madnar is. And it kind of serves as a split between the first half of the game and the second half of the game too. You get a big difficulty spike when you get to the next building. Let me equip this ration just in case. Top up on rations. Now that we have 3 stars, we can get 9 rations. Actually, I should go back and get the body armor. I forgot about that. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Cheers again, Termina, for the 23. Just head north. Zero would love it. Okay, back down to the basement one more time. Ba-dum. Up. Up. There we go. Body armor. Halves the damage caused by enemy weapons. Really, really good in this. This is Solid Snake. Come in. This is Big Boss. Body armor. A real man wouldn't use any. Over. What about they try and make you feel bad about using the body armor? Urging you to do a challenge run. Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Okay, up to building 2. Let me get that body armor ready. And now we see what was shooting at us. Time for another MGS staple, the tank fight. Diane. Hi, this is Diane. Mines can destroy the tank. Bye. Her conversations are getting shorter and shorter. So in MGS1, you can also use mines against the tank, but it just slows the tank down. It destroys the treads and slows the tank down. In Metal Gear 1, we actually use the mines to destroy it completely. It keeps alternating between the right gun and the left gun. Ooh, nice placement. Oh, nice. Sweet. A fun little fight, this, actually. Fun trying to do it flawlessly. There we go. How can you cheese the boss? Yeah, I didn't explain how that works. To cheese the boss, you take a hit from it purposely and then run through the tank. While you're damaged, you have invincibility frames. Normally, if you try and run through the tank, you'll just die. It'll count as the tank running over you, and it's a one-hit kill. But if you take a hit, you have iframes, and then you can run through it without the tank one-shotting you. Yeah, iframe abuse. Iframe exploit. Pretty typical of games of this era to have that kind of iframe mechanic, right? It's a very platformer kind of mechanic. You get hit, the sprite flashes for a second, you have iframes. Usually there to prevent you from being stun locked, so yeah. To avoid you from being cheesed. Prevent you from being cheesed by the game. But sometimes you can exploit it to cheese the game. Okay. Is the speedrun for this game like 10 minutes? No, it's probably like 30 minutes or something. It seems that Foxhound is trying to infiltrate the base. Whatever you do, do not let them get through. Or whatever. Or whatever he said. This is Big Boss. Inspections. Wear the enemy uniform and infiltrate. Let's use frequency 120.13 for all communications from now on. Yeah, this is when he starts to change his frequency and things start to get a bit weird. So let's equip the enemy uniform, like he said. Go on in. So you might think, now that I'm wearing the enemy uniform, that I can pass as the guards here. I can run past guards while I'm inside too, but no. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. The uniform only gets past those guys outside. Now that I'm inside, I need to sneak again. It only fools those guys outside. First place is an 18-minute speedrun. Okay. I don't think the game has any huge skips. But like we were saying, you can avoid a few interactions if you know what to do. You don't have to go up and rescue Madnar. You don't need to interact with Fox, stuff like that. And yeah, you can probably bypass a few of the bosses. Like we were saying. If you just have the key cards. Give him the old stun punch.
Thanks.
Okay. That's all I need, I think. Pels, thank you for the 62. They won't let me use the binoculars here. That's really rough. Because if you're not wearing the box when you come out of here, I think you'll always be spotted here if you're not in the box. See, he's looking straight at you. Ooh. Fuck! Yeah, this is when the game starts to get tough. Diane, do you even comment on this thing? Probably not, no. Okay, now we have more of these lasers. Some kind of bulldozer, yeah. Here, the lasers actually move. Gets a bit more complicated. Owl Brother, cheers for the raid. Fuck! Nice. Have to be so precise with the rooms now, how you move through them. This is Big Boss. They're trying to jam our signal, but we're okay on this frequency. Over. I should have shown before this, if you try and call people, you don't get a response. Now we just found a new antenna, which allows us to make and receive calls again on the transceiver. If we call Schneider here, does he respond? No. Schneider also changes his frequency. Ba-dum. Let's try and be careful here. Nice. Diane will only show up for boss fights. Come on. Now, this is the one thing that really makes this second part of the game a pain. The elevators function differently to the first building. In the first building, you could go up and down as you please. In this second building, this elevator on the western side only goes up. And the elevator on the eastern side only goes down. Which makes this whole second part of the game a mindfuck when you're going through it the first time. If you want to go back down a floor, you have to figure out how to get to the other side of the building, to the other elevator. And yeah, it means that when you go up, you really need to commit. Now, you know, when we go up a floor, I'm not going to be able to go back down here so easily. Yeah, we're not going to go there yet. We're going to go all the way up to the top floor. And here we got another automatic alert. Fuck you. Oh, what card do I need? Thank you for helping me. Dr. Madnar is in the underground dungeon. So, from the roof down to the basement. Go. Body armor really helps here. Oof. Card 5. I like these flying guys, they look cool. Okay, and that last guy said Dr. Madnar is in the dungeon, so we go all the way down to the basement. I just like the way the jetpacks look. They look like wings or something. The way they're curved. This is Resistance Leader Schneider. This is the start of the gas room. Over. Very strange phrasing there from Schneider. We're not actually in a gas room yet, but the next room we go into will be a gas room. Actually, that isn't necessarily true. This room here is not a gas room. Thanks. That's Schneider again with the same information. We're gonna go up here first. Good ammo grinding room here. Although, I guess I'm okay, yeah. I think all I really want now is the C4. Oh my god. Bullshit! The only reason it killed me is because I had to stop to pick up the items. The item pickup slowed me down. That's okay. We don't need to go up there anyway. Agreed. It was hard not to pick up the items there. Okay. Hey, Gooch. What card do I need? Thanks for helping me. The only way out from this floor is to find the north elevator. I like the little hints that they give you. And here he is at last. Dr. Magnar. You're a hard man to find. Always being moved around. You fell into my trap. The real Dr. Magnar is on the second floor. Die, Foxhound! And then he falls into his own trap. I guess he was willing to take you down with him. Alright, let's equip the gas mask again. What am I doing here? Inside there is just more rations, I think. I'm just going to destroy that wall for later. I'm going to want the maximum amount of C4 with me when I go through there. Okay, next boss. Card 6. I am the fire trooper. I'll burn you to a crisp. The Fury's younger brother here. All right, Diane. This is Steve. Diane. Not you again. You better stay away from Diane. The Steve, Diane, Snake love triangle is the best part of this story. The best part of Metal Gear 1's story. Okay, equip those rations. I'm not sure how you're supposed to do this fight cleanly without taking damage. Let me just look at the pattern here for a second. Usually I just take a load of damage and power my way through it. Well, I guess Nikita missiles would be an easy way to go about it. I want to keep those, though. Fuck it. Another boss that you don't have to kill, technically. Just run past him to the door. Can you check if you can go through the door without killing the boss? I know you can. Yeah, you can. Oh! I went up by mistake! No! Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I want to be going to the blue room. This is where the game starts to get really tough. This whole area is a nightmare. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. And here we have these two guys. The original name for these guys being Arnold. References to the Terminator. I think they're supposed to be wearing sunglasses. That black pixel on their heads. Grenades would have been a good shout against the fire trooper as well, yeah. Hi, this is Diane. Bloody Brad, who's protecting the door, is indestructible. Run away. Diane doesn't know. They're not actually indestructible. But we need a rocket launcher first before we can kill them. They're pretty unique in the way that they move as well. They'll just automatically hone in on you once you run across their line. Which I guess is supposed to be robotic. Make them seem less human. Kinda cool. If you stay close to them, they'll just keep moving back and forth like this. They won't shoot at you, they'll just run through you to deal damage. Now, what card do I need for this room? Get away from the door! I'm gonna start killing these guys now. Nice. Cheers for the 63, Badger Lord. And yeah, it feels good. It's been a long time since we've done a marathon. Been like a year since I played these MSX games too, so it's nice. It feels kind of fresh. Now, I think there's a scripted alert when I go in here. Yeah. Here we get an antidote. Not sure if he'll see me here. There we go. Get rid of him. I think I need level 2 for this door. Ooh, so close. Level 1. Oh my god. Level 2. Level 3. Level 4. Level 5. Thank you for saving me. You should be able to contact Jennifer from the Resistance on frequency 120.48. Jennifer will provide you with direct support. But she's very proud. Unless you're really high class, she won't respond. Usually I have it timed perfectly so that this guy will give me 4 stars. But I forgot to rescue someone along the way. Someone back in the first building, I think. That's okay. Let's try and call her anyway. Yeah, no response. Okay. Jennifer doesn't respect a man that can't carry 20 rations. That's exactly it. Okay. Let's go and rescue Madnar, I guess. No. Okay. I can't remember if Madnar counts as a prisoner for your class. Let's see. I have a feeling he's not going to bring me up to 4 stars. Here he is, the real Madnar, finally. Yeah. I'm Dr. Drago Petrovich Madnar. My daughter Ellen is a hostage. Unless you help Ellen, I won't tell you anything about Metal Gear. Ellen is being held in the basement of Building 1. Please help her. So now we need to go and rescue Ellen. Again, technically we don't have to do any of this. But it's a story playthrough. We have to talk to Madnar. But pretty funny. You don't need to rescue Ellen at all to finish the game. Just leave her there. Fuck. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. I think this is just an ammo room up here. Oh, nice! Yes! Okay, 4 stars. Thanks for rescuing me. You'll need a compass to cross the desert. Now, let's call Jennifer. This is Jennifer. I'll prepare the rocket launcher for you. Come and get it. So she isn't very specific here about what you need to do, but in that room over there to the right, now that you've called her, when you go in there, now there will be a rocket launcher waiting for you. Wait for this guy to move. And there it is. Yeah, if you don't call Jennifer and you come into this room, it's just an empty room. Just a mysterious empty room. I watched someone get stuck here for hours on their first playthrough. Because they found the guy who tells you about Jennifer. They didn't have 4 stars yet. And by the time that they had 4 stars, they didn't really remember what the guy said. They just remember being told about Jennifer and that you need to call Jennifer when you're 4 stars. But you need to be in this very room specifically to get that call from Jennifer. So they didn't know where you were supposed to call Jennifer. And even if you do have 4 stars, it's still kind of ambiguous. But if you do have 4 stars, when you talk to that guy in there, you'll probably be more likely to call her in this room. No, it wasn't Dave. But yeah, very easy to get stuck like that in this game. Okay, now we go back to the basement to rescue Madnar's daughter. Wait for this guy to sleep. Avoid the cylindrical metal thing. And back down to the basement. Wait, no! I need the light. That's okay. That's okay, not too much of a pain. All of these walls are still going to be blown open, I think. Yeah, nice. Surprised they don't make you blow them up again. They should have put another fake Madnar there as well. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Now, back up here. We have to go all the way over to the other elevator if we want to get back up here. Fuck off. Oh, the alert isn't going to reset here. Fuck it, go. It's nice to get a break with the music anyway. Music can drive you insane in this after a while. I'm going to keep the alert just for the change of music. There's the flashlights. Yeah, the alert will stop if you keep killing them like that. Flashlight, useful when walking down subterranean passageways. Does Big Boss comment on it? Flashlight, you know how to use this, right? Okay. weird little encounter here where these guys are automatically alerted. Fuck you. Okay, back down to the basement. Now, I want to top up on my ammo one more time. Want to make sure I have 20 plastic explosives for the end game. Want to make sure I have enough rockets for the end game to kill the 2 Arnolds. Hey, Reuter. I didn't say hi. Let's try not to get killed by this thing this time. No. Reset the room one more time. Ooh, close. Okay, that should do. I have my 20. Ba 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 ba. It is kind of good music for being lost in a maze. Music sounds like you're lost in a maze. Slowly going insane. The rolling pins will one-shot you. Whoop. Yeah, here's where we get introduced to this pitfall mechanic. Here, I'm going to top up on ammo. Much faster than the last room we were in. This will keep respawning here. How many rockets do I have? 16? That should be more than enough. The pitfalls aren't too bad. In Snake's Revenge, they are fucking bullshit. Absolute bullshit. In this game, they give you time to react. You can feel out the rooms and get an understanding for how it works. Hi, this is Diane. Are you okay? Look out for traps. Bye. She doesn't tell you about the light. And Schneider will tell you where the light is. If you haven't found it. Yeah, you equip the flashlight and it just lights the whole room up. Whoop. Oh my god. Almost got caught by it. Yeah, these rooms are just full of these traps. This is the trickiest part here. Ooh. They just give you that tiny little space. Help! Whoa! And one final trap at the end. Right outside our cell. So sneaky. Here's Ellen. Thank you. My name is Ellen Madnar. I'm Dr. Madnar's daughter. They're forcing my father to create Metal Gear. Please, hurry and help my father. So, now that we've rescued Ellen, Dr. Madnar will teach us how to destroy Metal Gear. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's not the right way to go about that. Bait the one out on the right first. Nice. Wow. Okay. There we go. Actually a kind of fun section to do when you have the hang of it. Okay, getting close enough to the end game now. Almost at the end of building 2. And building 3 isn't nearly as long. Although there is a bit of backtracking. Card 5. Okay, Optic. Can you go through this room without the light by memorizing? I'm sure you can, yeah. Because you're allowed to use the cards without the light, so yeah. But speedrunners would just avoid that whole section entirely, because going down to rescue Ellen is completely optional if you already know how to destroy Metal Gear. The only reason you go down to save Ellen is so that Madnar teaches you how to destroy Metal Gear. But if you already know, you don't need to do any of that. You don't even need to rescue Madnar if you know how to destroy Metal Gear. The whole story is optional if you know what to do. Equip the gas mask again. Foxhound, hey. Okay, back to Madnar one more time. Slick. Okay, let's kill the Arnolds. Hard to know if you're even doing anything to them here. Wait a second. Doesn't Jennifer tell you that they are killable as well? I think it's one of the prisoners that tells you. Yeah, Diane tells you that they're indestructible. There we go. Once you kill them, you get card 7. No! Yeah. I tried to be slick. I am Dr. Drago Petrovich Madnar. I love how he has to introduce himself again, even though we already met. Metal Gear is 20 kilometers north of this building. It's located 100 floors under Building 3. There's only one way to destroy Metal Gear. Attach plastic explosives to the legs of the unit where the armor is thin. The sequence is right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, left, right. After that, I don't remember. You have to figure out what the rest of the sequence is yourself. And what he means is right leg, left leg, because we have to attach the explosives to the legs. You have to attach 16 sets. See, back in the day, they expected you to have your pen and your paper out. The card that gets you out of Building 2 is with Bloody Brad. All right, yeah, of course. It's Madnar who tells you how to that you need to destroy Bloody Brad. This is secret knowledge. Diane didn't have a clue about this. He's vulnerable to attacks from a rocket launcher. Good luck. I forgot that he gives you that info as well. I wonder, did the MSX manual have a notes section? Okay, we have one more thing to get up here. Again, we need Jennifer's help. This is Jennifer. I'll open the door. Over. I don't think there's anything that hints at that door needing Jennifer, but I guess when you run out of options, you'll start trying on a first playthrough. And this is something we really need as well, this compass, to get to the third building. Put that body armor back on. Oof. Okay. Right, so now we go down one floor. Hey, Martian. Good to see you. Hey, Linda as well. Hey. Sorry if I'm missing any greetings. Ba-ba-da-da-do. I'm gonna have to do the whole sequence again. No, I'm not. We can just... We spoke to Madnar. We don't need to talk to him again. That cylinder's gotten me a couple of times now. I'm out of practice. We're gonna have to kill these guys again, though. But then we can just get the compass and leave. Card 2. Try and do this part stealthily this time. This is Jennifer. I'll open the door. He's taking his time. Oof. Okay, nice. I think we can leave. I have everything. Compass. That's all we need. Wait for this guy to fall asleep. Try not to get killed by the rolling pin. There we go. Nice. Down one floor. Ba-ba-da-da-da-down. There is traps here as well, isn't there? No? Yeah. Couldn't remember if there was one there or not. When you know where to go, you don't usually go over to that part of the room. Okay. We'll be doing big in-depth playthroughs of the game, yeah? Of the games, rather. There isn't all that much extra shit in the MSX games, though. Okay. We'll almost be done with Metal Gear 1. Now, time for the desert sequence. Love these, whoa, love these barely animated scorpions here. Every time they hit you, you need to use an antidote. That's kind of cool. When one gets close to you, it'll latch onto you like that. But yeah, if they hit you, you're poisoned. If you don't have the antidote, you're fucked. You also need a compass if you want to get through this area. If you don't have the compass equipped, the screens just keep repeating. And you'll never find building 3. Screens will just keep looping unless you have the compass. Wasn't looking at my health. Thankfully, we get a checkpoint here. Good to stay close to the edges here when you're dealing with the scorpions. This is Big Boss. Get in the truck on the right. Over. So this is where Big Boss starts to troll you. If you get in the truck on the right, there will either be a load of enemies or the truck will take you back to one of the first areas in the game. And you'll have to backtrack all the way here. It's really cruel. This is Big Boss. Enter the door on your left. Over. Looks a bit suspicious. Another trap room. Be funny if he commented on it here. No, keep going left, Snake. Yes, you're in the right place. Keep moving left. Okay, where's my body armor? Enter the door on your left. Drop the C4. Whoa. Now, remember what Madnar said? We have to go 100 floors below building 3. That's why this ride is so long here. This is Jennifer. There should be an oxygen cylinder on the other side of the wall. Over. We also get introduced to some new cameras here. They're not actually cameras. They shoot lasers. But they'll only deal damage if you stop underneath them. If you keep running, you'll avoid them. Don't think I have the card to get through there yet. No. Oof. Big Boss isn't telling me how to use the items anymore. Schneider, comment on this? So now we're going to go all the way back up. 'Cause now that we have this oxygen cylinder, we can swim. Swim underwater. I hope you don't lose your voice during the marathon, and I hope you get a little bit of rest as well. Oh, I should be fine. Ah, fuck. Yeah, we usually pace it out. So we both get our sleep.
Thanks.
Whoop. There we go. Scripted alerts here every time. Snake in a cake with the 37. Thank you. Stop attacking me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Battle lamp bam battle up bam boodle little doo boop. My god, I got hit like 10 times coming down there. Again, one last time. Jesus.
Thanks.
I've been meaning to play the MSX versions for a while. Yeah, maybe next month we'll do that. So this is where we use our oxygen cylinder. It's the only way of getting all the way up here. This is a tricky area as well if you want to avoid being spotted. Whoop. Here we have this electrified floor. Need to destroy the switch with the missile. This is Resistance Leader Schneider. I know who the Outer Heaven boss is. No way! The Outer Heaven boss is... Oh no! It's coming from inside the house. I love how someone managed to repair the fucking switch in that time. Who did this? I just destroyed this thing. Love that we can punch it here, though. Don't have to waste any ammo on it. Oh, here we go. I am Dirty Duck. Go ahead and shoot if you dare. Okay, we need to be very precise with Dirty Duck here. This is Jennifer. Dirty Duck has card 8. My brother is among the captives. Please don't kill them. If anything happens to my brother, I won't help you anymore. Does Diane comment on Dirty Duck as well? Hi, this is Diane. The only way to win without killing your allies is to use the handgun. Bye. That isn't actually true at all. But you do have to be very precise if you use rockets. I'm gonna try and do it by using rockets. Oh my god. All it takes is 2 rockets if you're precise. If you fuck up the timing, it'll hit the wall and kill one of the prisoners. Thanks for saving me. I'm Jennifer's brother. When you make your escape, climb the ladder on the left. Good advice for the end game. And again, we have to destroy this switch one more time. Nice. Okay. We're almost done. Let's equip that compass. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Oof. Scary. Game throws everything at you at the end. Ba-dum. Now that we have card 8, we can get in here. Thank you for helping me. The Outer Heaven boss is Foxhound's commanding officer. Big boss. It can't be. He's behind all of this. Don't let him trick you. This is Big Boss. Solid Snake, abort the mission. Return immediately. This is an order. Turn off the power on your PlayStation 3 at once. Over. Legendary stuff here. That is in the original MSX version as well, by the way. They just changed it for the re-releases. To line up with the new consoles, obviously, whatever you're playing it on. They had to alter the scene slightly. Your boss is the bad guy. Another Kojima staple that we see right from the outset here. The specific thing with turning off the console obviously comes back with MGS2. Oh yeah, what do they do in the Master Collection again? How is it written again in the Master Collection? Turn off your device. Yeah. Yeah, it's not even clear he's talking about the system that you're playing on. It's much more ambiguous when it really shouldn't be. It should be this very direct fourth wall smash. But in the Master Collection, it's really unclear what he's even talking about. The new players are going to assume he's talking about one of the items that you have or something, you know? It should be a very direct nod to the console you're playing on. There shouldn't be any room for ambiguity. Yeah, it's a shame they made a balls out of that. The device? What are you talking about, Big Boss? Give me a second here. Ba 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 ba. Sorry, just give me a second. I'm looking up my notes for the Metal Gear order. I've never perfectly memorized the right, left leg pattern. Okay, here we go. One more room. This is Jennifer. You're just gonna have to make a run for it. As long as you have some rations left, you'll be okay. I love this at the end, forcing you to chew through rations while you have to sprint over an electrical floor. Really just throwing everything at you at the end of the game. However, I think if in the original MSX version, there was a secret switch on the wall here. If you fire up a Nikita up here, I think it's the original MSX version at least that has a secret switch up there at the wall. Maybe it is, yeah. It's a shame that that isn't included in this version. Okay, let's do it. Oh, the laser got me as well straight away. Don't think anyone responds here. Yeah. And here it is. Our first iteration of Metal Gear, TX55. Whoop. Just a stationary nuclear launching platform. Doesn't have any fancy attacks or anything. It's just gonna chill there, hoping that the lasers manage to protect it. Right leg again. Nice. 2 more lefts. Two rights. Left leg. Right leg. Left leg. And finally, 2 right legs. Love this track. Emergency! Emergency! The self-destruct sequence for Outer Heaven has been initialized. All personnel are ordered to evacuate immediately. Oh my god. Go, go, go! Who is it? Solid Snake, I've been expecting you. I am the Supreme Commander of the Foxhound Unit. And the leader of the Fortress of Outer Heaven. Big Boss. I gave this mission to you, a rookie, thinking I could use you to fool the rest of the world. But you are too good. You went too far. Solid Snake. I'm not going down alone. I'm taking you with me. Prepare to die. Love how you can see the sprite has the eye patch. This is Diane. I don't know how to defeat Big Boss. Now it's all up to you. Solid Snake. I want to tell you. Never mind. Be careful. Steve was there. Standing right behind her. Diane, come back in. Come in. Come back. Jennifer, do you have anything to say? This is Jennifer. If you use a cigarette, you'll buy yourself some more time. Come back alive. Got it? Solid Snake. Was she also going to tell me that she loved me? Why did she say Solid Snake ... at the end? But yeah, if we consume the entire box of cigarettes here, look at the timer. He's very fast here. The only way to kill him is with rockets. Do mines actually work here? I can't remember. They do! Or, well, maybe they do. Is that actually dealing damage? I don't know. It's probably not. Yeah, because you don't get any flash. And remember what Jennifer's brother said, the ladder on the left. The drama. The tension. This is Solid Snake. Metal Gear has been destroyed. Operation Intrude N313 was a success. No big deal. Job done, that's all. No big deal. I'm coming back now. Over. The only time he ever speaks in the whole game, by the way. This is Radio KNK. We have a special news flash. Today, before sunrise, a large earthquake was recorded in the vicinity of Galsburg, South Africa. Presenting the staff of Metal Gear. There we go. Love this credits theme. Good stuff. And next up, right after the credits, of course, we have Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake. So stick around. We'll be getting right to Metal Gear 2 after this. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-da-da-da-da-dum. AD Gamer. Ba-dum, ba-ba-ba. Can you hear me? Solid Snake. I'm not dead. Someday I'll get even with you. Someday we will meet again. Dun, dun, dun. Original difficulty, 2 hours and 22 minutes. 0 saves, 4 continues, 14 alerts. 34 kills, 12 rations. Could have been worse. Not too bad for a rusty playthrough.